And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hawks. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Cam Thomas out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Prince in at the 3. And Giannis throws it down.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it.
Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Durant. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thomas. Portis the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Houston. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Durant.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Down low. Eason, pass to Thompson. Houston needs to get off a shot. The 3, Smith. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. And when it comes to...
Look out!
Wow!
Oh, my goodness!
Wow, Giannis, that is ridiculous.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. The Rockets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Eason, back to Durant. Over Prince. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
The drive by Porter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Antetokounmpo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
At 6'10", Smith is just so long, frustrating shooters.
Eason with the ball, and it's Thomas picking him up. Fires at the elbow. That's good from Durant on the assist from Eason. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Thompson outside. Here's Şengün. Giannis with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man, one that can gobble up those boards and make you pay.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. BA, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thompson. Oh, got a piece of it. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Just too much Giannis there. We're seeing why they named him the Greek Freak.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Rockets. It's a three-point game. Pass to Shepherd. There's a screen. Blocked!
Well, that's just stellar rim protection from Portis. I want to keep seeing this kind of effort from him.
Thomas, that's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And the Rockets shooting just 38% so far in this one. Pass to Shepherd. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Coming off a 34-point game against the Clippers. Thomas against Holiday. To the left wing. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Shepherd, and he dunks it down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Thomas for three. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Thomas has got 5 now.
Well, Thomas is an eager three-point shooter. He wasn't going to pass up that chance.
And here's Shepherd for 3. The putback. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Prince in at the 3. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Shepherd. Thomas defends. 6 on the shot clock. Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
And Antetokounmpo with the step.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Pass to Shepherd. Now here's Finney-Smith. 3-pointer. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right wing. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Houston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Portis. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Back to Porter. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Şengün. Rockets trail by 3. Floats one. Okogie's shot is off. Antetokounmpo against Şengün. Outside for Porter. Antetokounmpo, right side. No good that time. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Shepard. Finney Smith, a screen. The floater. Porter pulls it in. The Bucks leading by 3. Here's Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. No luck on that one. Good D by Şengün. Outside Finney Smith. Pass to Okogie. Now Adams, averaging around 6 a game, to the middle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Durant comes in for Finney Smith. Eason's checked in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. And he makes a first. Hits both from the stripe. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Porter looks it over. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. And with the regular season coming to an end, here are the new power rankings. You look at San Antonio, knocked out of that top 3, moving down to the 4th spot.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they haven't been able to climb much higher in the rankings, and it might be too late to make any kind of big push. They may already be making plans for off-season moves they want to make.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a block. You have to admire Giannis's willingness to challenge shots at the rim.
For Milwaukee, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
He's finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Smith sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Pass to Kuzma. Launches it. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That one drops. He ties it up.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. KD, what else would you expect?
For years, Durant has spoiled us with his incredible shot-making ability.
Antetokounmpo outside. Thomas left side. Kuzma with the ball. Durant covering. And Giannis with the dunk.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Durant, the pass to Capella. And here's Thompson for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Porter outside. Kuzma outside. Offensive rebound. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. Thompson fires from way outside. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston. They lead by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us off.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan and shot. Runs.
Warriors not feeling the love. This team's look completely different without Curry. He demands so much attention right there.
So as we switch gears to look at Houston, quite a battle for the Rockets in that first half.
Contribution.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Tari Eason is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Back to Durant. Out to the right wing. The 3, Smith. Richards pulls it in.
And that's exactly how tight...
Whoa! Giannis with a showstopper!
So fun to see Giannis in space with the ball like that. Well, fun for his team.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? The Rockets trail. Thompson left side. The 3, Smith. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Thomas. Now Kuzma, defended by Şengün. Antetokounmpo outside. Thomas outside. Misses the 3. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Will grab for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
For Houston, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Durant, pass to Thompson. Smith against Antetokounmpo. Smith with a screen on Porter. And it's Thompson penetrating. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Kevin Porter.
Yeah, I like when Thompson goes in strong like this. I mean, just forcing the defense to act.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Antetokounmpo finds Thomas. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When you think of prolific scorers, Thomas's name has to come to mind quickly. Now it's about him fleshing out the rest of his game.
He hits the second from the line.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Eason, pass to Şengün. The kick to Durant. Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Bucks. Richards has got 4 rebounds now.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just 1 of their first 4 attempts.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
Kuzma against Durant. Out to the wing. The 3, Smith. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thomas. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, Thomas must have rockets in his shoes, just exploding off the floor.
Durant, pass to Smith. Thompson against Porter. Outside Durant. deflected by Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you, Giannis is so good. The timing of that block, wow.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Kuzma outside. Thomas passes to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. And that's 21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis.
Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Eason. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. Outside Finney Smith. Finney Smith, a screen. Here's Shepard. Tipped. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Durant against Thomas. Durant, pass to Adams. Here's Finney Smith. The Rockets again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Thomas misses. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 7. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Nice shot by Finney Smith.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get by.
Thomas, right side. Kuzma for 3. They get the rebound. Richards. And he jams it home with authority.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
That shot is off, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee out in front, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Kevin Porter is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Richards in at the 5. Here's Thomas. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
And the Rockets shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Porter. Houston working the ball around. Şengün, a screen on Thomas. Nice shot by Okogie.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Antetokounmpo finds Porter. Oh, deflected. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Green from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Richards has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint. And here's Shepard for three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
The Bucks shooting at about 44% so far. It's Thomas on the wing. With the 10-footer, that one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. That's 10 points here for Cam Thomas.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. Eason's checked in for Okogie. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
For three, Durant. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Thompson to take the lead. Up top, Durant. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Kuzma with a screen on Smith. Antetokounmpo drives in.
You can tell Giannis loves delivering in these moments. Puts the team on his back without hesitation.
Rockets trail by 3. Easton outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this 4th quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thompson. Here's Antetokounmpo. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Porter. 6 to shoot. Ooh, he leaves no question.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. Thompson against Porter. Now Antetokounmpo. Ooh, nice setup for the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Ran inside. Defended by Kuzma. Cleared away by Kuzma. Now Thomas. Banks it home. Big shot.
Huge bucket from Cam Thomas. This guy is fearless.
Durant against Kuzma. Easton outside. Here's Smith. Şengün, a screen on Porter. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
.102 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the stuff!
Power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Outside Durant. Oh, a perfect jumper.
What a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo with it, and it's Şengün picking him up, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Şengün with a steal. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Can't get it.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Thompson cashes it in.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul, 5th team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Kyle Kuzma at the line.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Durant, 3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
2 shots.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, congratulations. How did your team come out on top tonight?
We just play hard and we play defense. That's the most important thing. So that's what we do. We play defense. We rebound the ball, we run. That's what we did tonight. We play defense.
Defense wins championships. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.